Alright class, this is the video where you are a little bit angry with me because this shows you how you can solve those 3x3s very simply with the calculator. Again, it's good to know how to do it by hand, but now we're going to go ahead and do this with the calculator because when we get to the quadratic unit and like on your tests and stuff, you just need to be able to do it on your calculator. So on the test for this chapter though, you have to be able to do one by hand, so it's good skills to have. But in order to solve for this, we did talk about this on the video yesterday, or you should have watched last night. You want to undo this, but you can't divide by a matrix. Instead, we inverse it. We multiply by its inverse to create an identity, so that's just the identity. And then this side also gets multiplied by A inverse. So, to solve these, you always are going to use this equation in your calculator. Okay? So let's do that and let's show the setup. So the A matrix is always the coefficients on the left side of the equation. By the way, these have to be in standard form in the sense of x's and y. All the letters have to be on one side and then what it's equal to on the other side. So for this problem, I'm going to set up the matrix -2, -5, 3, and 2. So that's my A matrix. My variable matrix, or x, is just x and y. It's my x matrix. And that's going to equal the B matrix, which is this 2 by 1, which is -19 and 1. So for this, I'm going to write it out. I want to solve for xy. In order to do that, we have to inverse both sides. Inversing this side will get rid of it. And then this side, we just take the inverse of this. We don't have to actually write the inverse down. You can just put the mark here to show what you're going to type into your calculator. Okay? So that's what I'm going to type into my calculator and to solve this problem. So I'm going to use the quick method. Again, if you have the not a TI-84 Plus with the math print, you can go into second, inverse, and edit the matrix, or you can just type them in like this if you have math print. So this is -2, -5, and then what's this one? 3 and 2. Okay, and then we're going to inverse that and then multiply that by the matrix. That's a 2 by 1, and that's going to be -19 and 1. And this should give us our x and y, and our x is -3, our y is 5, so that is our answer. So that's how you solve. So I'm going to write it in matrix form first, and then I'm going to just write it as an ordered pair, so my solution is -3, 5. I prefer all your answers as an ordered pair. Alright, so this one here, my A matrix is 1, 1, 2. This one's 2, -1, 3, and this is 4, -3, -1. My x matrix is x, y, z this time, and it's equal to 3, -4, -18. So this is B, X, and A. So all you have to do is show me that and then write, I did this. So you don't have to write that out every time, okay? And that equals, so we have to type that in now. So this is a 3 by 3. One, 1, 2. Two, -1, 3. And 4, -3, -1. If you know how to do this, you guys can fast forward if you don't need to follow anymore with how to type them in. I'm just so we're going to inverse that and then multiply that by the matrix 3. It's a 3 by 1. And that's going to be what? 3, -4, -18. Yep, and then that's it. And then you hit enter, and you should get nice numbers usually. So that's my answer, -231. So I get the matrix is negative 2, 3, and 1 when I did that multiplication, A inverse B. So that means that my ordered pair, or ordered triple I should say, is negative 2, 3, and 1. Okay, one more problem. I think we did this. We might have done this already, or if not, we're going to do it twice. I think we did it by hand, actually. So theater tickets sold 400 tickets. There's 3 types: adult tickets, student tickets, and senior tickets. Right away, I'm going to, X is adult, Y is student, and Z is senior. So the first one you should always write down is the total number of tickets sold. That's 400. So the first matrix is going to be, or first equation is X plus Y plus Z, because these are number of tickets sold, is equal to 400. The second equation is usually the cost one, where it deals with the money. It's $8 per adult ticket, it's $6 per student ticket, and it's $5 per senior ticket. And the amount they made was $25.50. Now the third one is the number of adult tickets was twice the number of senior tickets. So I'm going to do this over onto the side real fast. So the number of adult tickets, X, was equal to twice the number of senior tickets, 2Z. Now you want to get that in the same form as these. So if you move the 2Z over, you get the equation X minus 2Z equals 0. So I'm going to put that down here. We have an X minus 2Z equals 0. We're going to just say plus 0Y, so you know what that is. So now I have my equation. So when you don't have a letter, make sure you put a 0 there instead so you know what to type in. So my A matrix is 1, 1, 1, 8, 6, 5, 1, 0, negative 2. I have X, Y, Z for my variables. That's my X matrix, and that's going to equal 400, 2550, and 0. And again, if you're faster than watching this video and you know what you do, you probably finish this up and close the video by now. But if you want to watch again and how I do this, we want the answer is actually going to be this equation. Remember, to solve that, you have to get X is equal to, by the way, I forgot to put that, that's B. X is equal to A inverse times B for the matrix. So if I do that in my calculator again, I'm going to hit second enter because I just did a 3 by 3, so it brings it back up. So the top one, is 1, 1, 1. So that 2 just needs to turn into a 1. Then we have 8. And then 6, and then 5, and then we have 1, 0, and I think it's negative 2. Okay, and then the top number is 400. The second number is 2550, and the third number is 0. Okay, I think I have everything done. I hit enter. Hopefully they're nice numbers. Usually you'll get nice numbers for these word problems, and we do. We get 100, 250, and 50. So X is equal to 100, 250, and 50, which means that for word problems, I would like you to state what that means. That means that 100 adult, 250 student, and 50 senior tickets were sold. Okay. But anyway, really this is all about showing you how you can use your calculator to solve a 3 by 3 or 2 by 2 without doing the work. Okay? On the test, though, this test, you will have one that you have to show your work. You are free to use your calculator to check it to make sure you know where you're going. But, yeah. So that is inverse matrices.